Hey everyone. Okay, so I am doing my workout as I talk about this pack. It's just easier to have something to do because it does get boring. But what I have found with the stair stepper at the gym is it's great for going up and strengthening for going up the hills. But going down the hills, you actually need to go down. And those stair steppers only work one way. So I'll be doing the up and down stairs as I talk about what pack I decided on. Okay, so in my shakedown hike, I had led on that I had decided to change my pack because of problems I had on the shakedown with the Traverse. And that's what shakedown hikes are about. They're about revealing the problems that you're going to have with your current equipment. And I was surprised that the pack became an issue. And not because of how heavy it was, because it doesn't ride heavy. It rides like a hug. So I was really surprised that its other things became the problem. And I just don't think that the Traverse 60 is a Thru-hiker's pack. It doesn't have the roll top. So when you have that much stuff, even though it's light, and that's probably what it is lighter stuff is more buoyant. So your quilt is made to puff itself back up. You can compress them, but then once you let them out of their bag, they just keep getting larger and larger. So the Traverse allowed that to happen within the pack. And the more you tried to compress that pack with the straps, which was a pain, because you couldn't just roll it down, clip it in, and be done with it. You had to actually do all the outer straps and all that, which I don't find I have to do with this new pack. So, and then once you did that, with the Traverse would, all the pockets on the outside would become unusable, which really made me mad. I was trying to get my water bottle in after I got water out of the stream. You're standing on ice, and I had to jam that bottle back in, and that's dangerous. You don't want to have to be wrestling with something like that when you're standing on ice. So it really became clear to me that if I had to do that for 6 months' time, I'd be annoyed. More than annoyed. So anyway, what did I decide on? Well, when I got back from the shakedown hike, before I went to Vermont, I went into REI, my REI, to see if they had different packs than the REI I had been at with my girlfriends maybe a week or two beforehand. And so I tried on this pack, which, winner, is the Hyperlite Southwest 3400 55 liter. So I put it on, I wore it for about an hour, and I was like, okay, I can live with this. It does not ride like a hug like the Traverse 60 did on me. But I thought, you know what? Maybe if I sew some load lifters on it, it could get close. It doesn't have as much framing and everything, so it's not going to ride ever. No Hyperlite or lightweight pack is going to ride as nice as a heavier pack. So I did end up saving about 2.8 ounces, which got down my base weight. Is really low now, lower than I could ever dreamed, and without really even trying, as far as it just became what I needed to do. So that's the decision I made, and everybody can kind of watch reviews and everything on these packs. I do believe you have to try them on. I don't know how people order them online and for what they charge for these things, you know, this thing's going to be on my back for 6 months straight. So it has to be comfortable, or, I'm not going to want to use it. But I do love how the outer pockets are. They're loose enough that even when the pack is stuffed, it just works. Let me see if you can kind of see it in the mirror. I am going to put up a video of the actual pack all loaded in with my gear. And it is so easy to, one thing I love about this, so much easier to pack. Just having a straight up bag, you know, no real compartments, nothing like that to fill. And it really is just so simple. You just stuff your quilt down at the bottom, add everything else, and you're ready to go. So yeah, so that's what I decided on. We'll see. You know, I had it on in the store for an hour before I made the decision. REI has the return policy, so I'll be using it lightly to make sure that this is definitely the pack. But for the most part, so far I'm happy with it. Like I said, I want to maybe make some adaptations. I brought it to the gym, and I got to tell you, these packs are way more sweaty than, say, my REI 60 was, Traverse 60 was. That had much better ventilation on the back. Even though it was heavily padded back there, it had those airways that separated into 4 sections, the padding. Miley, get out of there, honey. Come on. Miley. Probably chewing up my stuff. But she'll take advantage if she thinks you're not watching her. She thinks she's an 8-week-old puppy. Yeah, so that's something that I might, at the bottom, down at the hip, put a piece of foam there and have it removable. So it also, when I push out the bottom of the pack, it takes a lot of the pressure off my neck. So I think that might serve 2 functions. One, to allow some air space between my lower back and the pack, and add some extra comfort with the cushion back there, and then lift it forward a bit towards my upper back, which alleviates that shoulder pull that's hurting my neck. So yeah, so they might be the things I try to do with it. Again, I'm just kind of trying to work with the straps and all. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. This is really loose up here, even though it's tightened as far as it'll go. It's on the thickest part, and you see I got it kind of bunched up here, and it's still really loose. So, and now it's loosening even more, but you see, that's as tight as it'll go, and this is a small pack. So that would alleviate, if I could get that tighter, this digging into this shoulder. But we'll see, you know, if that's a possibility, because come summer, I'm not even going to have these 2 layers. I'll just have 1. So it's going to even be looser up there. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I decided on. And hopefully it's going to work out this time. And this will be the pack. Sorry, I decided to videotape as I did this, but these videos take a long time, and you know, with everything you have to do in a day, it can be difficult getting all the videos done that you want to do, and get the information out there to help other thru hikers, and just for people who are curious about what your decisions are, if they are thinking about maybe making a hike later or just want to know. So yeah, anyway, so thank you for joining me, and yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.